Today we're going to talk about new word. It's actually a French word, but it's also used in English. So, yeah, sometimes there are so many foreign languages that we can actually incorporate in the English language. And so that's why English is a very complex subject. So the meaning of devoir is duty or responsibility. So like for me, I'm an online teacher. So my devoir is to teach Chinese kids and Chinese adults in order for them to slay their English. What I mean is in order for them to nail their pronunciation, their grammar, their sense construction, and so many other things that they really have to have in order for them to be efficient communicator in the future. And I believe that there are also a lot of Chinese people that are already fluent, especially those who lived in other country. And I believe that practice makes perfect, so I don't stop teaching them. I actually shared all my knowledge when it comes to English, and so I try to watch a lot of podcasts that I can come across randomly on YouTube, and so that gives me fulfillment and happiness. That's actually my go-to, which is podcast. That's so beneficial to me because I can learn so much things from their acumen, their skills, knowledge, wisdom, and everything that I can acquire. Well, I tend to be acquisitive because I believe that if you're an acquisitive person, then you can improve mentally. You can learn so much things from what you are watching online. But of course, we have to be picky when it comes to acumen or knowledge that we want to pay attention to or something that we want to acquire. But really, I'm fascinated by digital skills, although I'm not into it. So going back, the meaning of devoir is, as I mentioned earlier, it is the duty or responsibility. Like for example, the duty of nurse or doctors, their devoir is to let people treated so that they will feel good. Like for example, the duty of architect, so they actually make model of different houses and skyscrapers. So I believe that if there's no architect or there's no engineer, I believe that there's no progression and transformation when it comes to architecture. So they actually do the architecture of bridges, buildings, monument, or whatever that they're going to build up or to develop. What else? So yeah, comment down below, guys, what your devoir is. And I believe that whatever your devoir is, I believe that you can nail it, you can make it, and you can do it with flying colors. For example, when it comes to relationship, I know that devoir of a gay is also, I would say, epic because of course it's difficult for gay to find real love, and so their devoir to their husband or to their boyfriend is to love them and to treat them as if men are prince. And so that idea is also fascinating because yeah, of course sometimes it's really difficult to find authentic love nowadays, and I think it's like one in a million in order for a gay to find a true love from men. But I would say that Vice Ganda is very lucky because Vice Ganda found Ayan. The devour of Vice Ganda is to let Ayan be happy, be comfortable, and be equipped with necessities or anything that he wants in life. And I think that Ian is so lucky, he's very privileged, because if there was no vice ganda, then Ian would be not in his position now. Like, he's famous, there are a lot of opportunities that come into his way. He's having his vlog. He also became part of Showtime, and so he earned from there. And I think the only devoir of Ian for Vice Ganda is, of course, to love Vice Ganda genuinely. And if that's the case, then they will be productive, fruitful, and their lives will be proliferate. And so, yeah, they will be happy. It's like they're already contented with their lives, but who knows? Let's see the next chapter of their life story. So what else? So of course the devoir of kids are, of course, to study very well. That is a devoir. I remember when I was young, I was able to go to my school walking on foot because it was kind of far from my house when I was in high school. And that devoir is something that I treasured most. That devoir was really meaningful and really, I would say, epic, because of course, even though I never had much money, I was able to go to school because I wanted to finish my studies. And there were times that I went to the library and, of course, read something. I skim a story or anything available to read. And I would say that my devoir was epic because, yeah, because I tried my best to learn so much things. But unfortunately, when I reached my college, I didn't pursue it. I wasn't able to pursue my college because of a financial problem, and so I stopped. And that devoir was something that I regret, because when I went to Manila, I started to sell kwek kwek, all street foods there. But I didn't regret it because at least I learned so much things from that, like managing a store, multitasking, standing all day without, you know, without sitting down, because that is like forbidden. So also, being responsible, focused on job. What else? Economical. I remember my boss that her husband was collecting bottles. Even though they're already rich and they have luxury, still they're selling those stuff. And that's something that I acquire, because even though they're already rich, they are still able to collect those bottles and sell to people, and so they can make money. Because, yeah, that's how business people were. And I've learned so much things from them, but unfortunately I didn't pursue business because my heart is not telling me to do it. So my passion was teaching ever since I was young. That was my devoir in life, and so it realized, and I'm so thankful because I've been I've been acquired by Akansok for me to teach kids and adults. And I've also learned so much things from them, like from my trainer, from my manager, from the story of Chinese people that I met, that I talked to. So I think it's really nice to develop your devoir, and so you can make it, you can be productive and be satisfied with the field that you choose.